return of monkey life. That is the title of this passage. So from 1 to 4, we have matching information questions. From 5 to 8, we have gap filling or summary completion questions. And then 9 to 13, we have matching features, or we can call them matching names. These are names of organizations. This looks like some organizations or maybe some farms. So let's start with paragraph A. Okay, so we'll read paragraph A, try and answer the ones that we can answer, and then we move down the list until we finish the entire passage. Hacienda La Pacifica, a remote working cattle ranch in Guanacaste province in northern Costa Rica, has for decades been home to a community of mantled howler monkeys. Other native primates, white-faced capuchin monkeys and spider monkeys, were once common in this area too, but vanished after the Pan American Highway was built nearby in the 1950s, and most of the surrounding area was cleared. Okay, so they were there, but they now vanished. Okay, at Hacienda La Pacifica, however, an enlightened ranch owner chose to leave some strips of native trees growing. He used these as windbreaks to protect both cattle and their food crops from dry season winds. In the process, the farmer unwittingly founded a unique laboratory for the study of monkeys. What's the meaning of unwittingly? Unwittingly means unintentionally. He did not plan to do it, but then it happened. It could be negative, it could be positive. So paragraph A, the only name I'm saying in paragraph A is Hacienda La Pacifica. That's in the matching features. Okay, so let's see. Number 9 says it has seen the return of native species. The return. It's not a return that happened there. This man, the passage says it chose to leave some strips of native trees. So he didn't even remove them. They didn't remove them. He left them. So this 9 cannot be matched to La Pacifica. What of 10? It supports only one species of native monkeys. Okay, let me see. Howler monkeys was mentioned there. Howler monkeys. This place says that other native primates were once common, but they vanished. So, and the way this thing is written, it supports. That means that's present tense. So, this number 10 can be matched to La Pacifica. What of 11? Its monkey population helps in the agriculture of the area. They didn't mention did they mention agriculture? Well, it says he's a farmer. So that means he has a farm. But did they say it helps agriculture? It's the trees that help the cattle. So 11 cannot be matched to hay. Out of 12, it's home to populations of all three local. No, 12 cannot be matched to this one. It's home to populations of all three local monkeys. Well, I don't think so. The only one I'm seeing, because A says it supports only one species. So says it's home to all three local. Home. It's home. I don't think so. Its landscape was altered by the construction of a transport link. Okay, they talked about a road. Pan American Highway was built. Okay, so for now, I think I can match 13 to A. We can match 13 to A. So that's that for the paragraph A. Let me see. What of the gap filling? Howler monkeys have a more rapid rate of dash. They didn't compare howler monkeys and capuchin in this paragraph A. What of matching information? A reason why newer forests provide howlers better feeding? No. Reference to change in farmers' attitude? No. They didn't mention farmers here. There's only one farmer that was mentioned. A description of a means by which howlers select the best? No. They didn't talk about their diets. Figures. I didn't say figures here. Paragraph B. Let's move on. Ken Gardner, a primatologist from Duke University. What's the meaning of primatologist? I guess that means somebody that studies primates. Look at it. Primatologists study both living and extinct primates. Yeah. Primatologist from Duke University in the USA is studying La Pacifica monkeys in an effort to understand the relationship between OLAs and regenerating forests at the edge of grazing lands. Studying such disturbed woodlands is increasingly important because throughout much of New World tropics, these are the only forests left. In the 18th century, tropical dry forests once covered most of Central America, but by the 1980s, less than 2% remained. 2%, that's a figure. Number 4, figures relating to the reduction. That's a figure here. Reduction, 2%. And then I'm saying 1% here again. That's reduction. So, number 4 can be matched to paragraph B. Number 4 can be matched to paragraph B. Did they mention any? La Pacifica was mentioned. So La Pacifica's monkeys. So they didn't tell us any other thing. Okay, let's go to paragraph C now. What of the gap filling? Did they mention all these other monkeys here? Okay, paragraph C now. Holas persist at La Pacifica, Glander explains, because they are leaf eaters. They eat fruits when it is available, but unlike capuchin and spider monkeys, do not depend on large areas of fruiting trees. Glander is particularly interested in Ola's ability to thrive on leaves loaded with toxins, poisonous substances designed to protect the plant. For leaf eaters, long-term exposure to a specific plant toxin can increase the ability to neutralize the poisonous substance and absorb the leaf nutrients. Watching generations of Olas at La Pacifica has shown Glander that the monkeys keep their system primed by sampling a variety of plants. Oh, look at this sentence here. The monkeys keep their systems primed by sampling a variety of plants and then focusing on a small number of the most nutritious food items. You see that? It's sounding like something about, I saw something about how they eat. Number 3, a description of the means by which Olas select the best available diet. Can you see that? This is sounding like how they select the best available diet. This thing here, for leaf eaters. Where is it now? That it says that what? The monkeys keep their system primed. A description of the means by which the Olas select the best available diet. Can you see? So, for now, I'm going to pick C for number 3. I may change my mind. I'm not sure, but let's go on. Let's just leave it at that. So they produce much lower level of toxins. Hold on. The leaves that grow in regenerating forests like those at La Pacifica are actually more Ola friendly than those produced by century-old trees that survive further south. In the younger forest, trees put most of their limited energy into growing wood. Hold on. Newer forests. Number 1. Newer forests provide Ola with better feeding opportunities than older forests. So this thing I'm seeing here, I'm seeing younger forests. That's sounding like number 1. Younger forests. So I can match this number 1 to C. Wow, I've picked C twice now. Can we use, okay, say we can use a letter more than once. Okay, let's see, let's go on. So, paragraph D now, let me see, can I solve the gap filling? Hula monkeys have a more rapid rate of, I've not seen anything about rate yet. Unlike other local monkeys, they survive without eating. They survive, Olas can survive without eating. They talked about something that they eat here. So, they eat fruits when it is available, but unlike capuchin and spider monkeys, do not depend on large areas. In other words, they don't depend on fruits. So they eat fruits. That's going to be our answer. They eat fruits. Notice that that fruit is singular. It's best to put it that way. So Olas can survive without eating fruit. That's number 6. Number 7, I'm seeing their diet is more flexible. This paragraph talks a lot about diet. Their diet is more flexible and they are able to tolerate leaves with high levels of, that's toxin. Look at it. For leaf eaters, long-term exposure to a specific plant toxin. Look at this place here. The sentence before that. Glander is particularly interested in Ola's ability to thrive on leaves loaded with toxins. What are toxins? Poisonous substance designed to protect the plant. So our answer is going to be toxins. For number 7, that will be toxins. Toxins. Okay? Hope you are following me. All right. So what else? Olas can survive periods of dash. Periods. There's nothing like periods here. Maybe periods of scarcity. Or I've not seen anything like periods here. What of 9 to 13? Okay, they mentioned the parks. What park did they mention here? La Pacifica. Ola persist at La Pacifica because they are leaf eaters. Number 9, return, no. Monkey population helps agriculture, no. Hope to population of all 3. Did they talk about all the 3 here? It's only Olas they talked about here. I've not seen this order to Santa Rosa and Cholula. I've not seen Cholula yet. Let's go on. Paragraph D now. Paragraph D. The value of maturing forests to primates is also a subject of study at Santa Rosa. Aha, now we have seen Santa Rosa. That's here. List of locations. About 35 miles northwest of La Pacifica, large areas of Santa Rosa forest had at one time been burnt to make space for cattle ranching and coffee farming, thereby devastating local monkey habitats. But in 1971, the government protected the area by designating it a national park, and species of indigenous leaves, which had been absent for decades, began to invade. Indigenous is a paraphrase for native. Where's that one that talks about native? Native something something. Native. Native trees. Can you see that? Number 9. Return of native tree species. That's Santa Rosa. Yes, number 9 is going to be B. Santa Rosa. Look at it. Return of native tree species. Where is it? Species of indigenous leaves, which had been absent for decades, began to invade. What does that mean? They are returning. Can you see that? So that's number 9, paragraph B. Capuchins were the first to begin using this reborn. Can you see reborn? That's return. Reborn forest, followed by holas. Eventually, spider monkeys, fruit eaters that need large areas of continuous forest return. So all the 3 monkeys came back to these forests because the trees that they like came back. So where's that one that talks about all the 3 trees? Number 12, it's home to populations of all 3 local monkey species. Number 12 can be matched to B. Number 12 can be matched to B. You can see they talked about capuchin were the first to begin using the reborn forest. Eventually, the spider monkeys came, okay, and then capuchin also came. So what's it called? Ola, followed by the Ola. Yeah. So this number 12, home to populations of non-local monkey species. So number 12 can be matched to what? To B. Number 12B. Okay, let's go on. In the 28 years that following the protection of area, the capuchin doubled while the number of olas increased 7-fold. Okay, some of the traits that allow olas to survive at La Pacifica also explains their population boom in Santa Rosa. Olas reproduction is faster. I saw rate somewhere earlier on. Ola monkeys have a more rapid rate of reproduction. That's going to be reproduction. More rapid rate of reproduction. Reproduction. They give birth for the first time at 3.5 years. I have Olas can also survive periods of dash. And my answer should be in this paragraph. Olas can survive something. Olas, another factor is diet. Olas are very adaptable feeders. Okay, spider monkeys, this ability gives them real advantage. Suffered droughts. Drought, that's going to be the word. Drought. They can solve, it says that word. This ability gives them a real advantage over capuchin and spider monkeys, which have suffered long. So they can eat, look at it, they eat leaves that hold plenty of water. That means they don't need to look for extra water sources. So this is going to be drought. Number 8 is going to be what? Drought. It's going to be drought. Okay, let's see. What of the matching information? Change in farmers' attitude. I have not seen anything about change in farmers' attitude. A description of the means by which Ola selects the best available diets. Hold on. They talked about diet here. Another factor is diets. Diets. This paragraph E, I already picked something about diets from paragraph C. Let me finish this. Olas are very adaptable feeders and only need a comparatively small home range. Spider monkeys, on the other hand, need to occupy a huge home range. Another crucial fact is that the leaves Olas eat hold plenty of water. So from here all the way to this place is about the diet of these guys. Now, number 3 says a description of the means by which Olas select. In other words, how they select the best available diet. How they select the best. This thing does not really do justice to how they select. It only says that word. They are adaptable feeders and they only need a small home range. The issue of select is not emphasized here. But that one I picked earlier on, C, where is it now? This place here. It says that what? Watching generations of Olas at La Pacifica has shown Glander that the monkeys keep their system primed by sampling a variety of plants and focusing on a small number of the most nutritious food items. Can you see? That's selection. So C is better for this number 3. C is better for this number 3 than that other place where they mention, where they use the word diet, even though they did not use diet here. But the fact that they sample a variety of plants, that's talking about food. Look at it. Most nutritious food items. That's about diet. So let's go on. Paragraph E. Okay, I've read paragraph E. What of F? Alejandro Estrada, an ecologist at this place, has been studying the ecology of a group of Ola monkeys that thrive in a habitat totally altered by humans. A cocoa plantation in Tabasco State, Mexico. Cocoa plants need shade to grow. So 40 years ago, the owner of Cholula Cocoa Farms planted figs. Cholula is somewhere here. See Cholula here. Okay. So he planted figs, monkey pods, and other tall trees to form a protective canopy over their crops. The Olas moved in about 25 years ago after nearby forests were cut. This strange habitat seemed to support about as many monkeys as would the same sized patch of wild forest. The Olas eat the leaves and the fruits of the shade, leaving the valuable cocoa pod alone. Oh, so its monkey population helps agriculture. Agriculture, that's cocoa farm. Yeah, it's helping. Is it helping? Is it helping? Seems like it's helping. How is it helping? It says its monkey population helps agriculture. Okay, look at the next paragraph. Estrada believes the monkeys bring underappreciated benefits, such as dispersing seeds of fruits. Oh, so yeah, number 11 is going to be C. They help agriculture. That's true. The monkeys help agriculture. I've solved everything here, 9 to 13. Let me check the others. I've solved all the gap filling. Number 2, change in farmers' attitude. I've not seen farmers. Farmers, that thing is plural. Let's check paragraph G. There are farmers here. He hopes that farmers will bring, look at this place here. He hopes that farmers will begin to see the advantages of associating with wild monkeys. Can you see? Farmers will begin to see. So that's talking about change in attitude. So that's in paragraph G. Number 2 can be matched to paragraph G. Number 2 can be matched to paragraph G. So ladies and gentlemen, I've solved all the questions. Let's submit and see what my score will be. Let's see what my score will be. Submit. 6.0. No? How come? Alright, let's check. Number 7. Number 7 is correct. The website spelling is wrong. So number 7 is correct. Okay. What of number 3? They said the number 3 is E. What's number 3 again? Let me check. Number 3. Description of the means by which Olas select the best available diet. Can you see that one that I had to check again? They are saying that the answer is E. No, I don't agree. The answer is C. C gives a detailed description of how they select. C gives a detailed description of how those monkeys select. So I don't agree with this there. I guess this is a mistake with the website. Number 10. Number 10 is telling me that the answer to number 10 is C instead of A. Let me check. Number 10. Where is number 10? It supports only one species of native monkeys. C, what C? Cholula Cocoa Farm. No, Cholula Cocoa Farm. They didn't mention other species of. Hold on. Let me see again. Number 10. It supports only one species of native monkey. It supports only one species of native monkey. That's Cholula. Let's see. Let me see that Cholula again. So this is the Cholula paragraph. The Olas moved in. Okay, Olas is the only thing mentioned there. I picked A. Let me see. That A is, where is A now? La Pacifica. Let's see La Pacifica. La Pacifica has for decades been home to a community of mantled Ola monkeys. Other native primates were once common but vanished. Wow. So, what do we do now? Let me check that sentence again. It supports only one species of native monkeys. A supports mantled Ola monkeys. Did they mention other monkeys in this for this La Pacifica? Wow. Olas persist at La Pacifica. Okay. Watching generations of Olas at La Pacifica. The leaves that grow in regenerating forests like La Pacifica. The value of maturing forest to primate is also a subject. This is very debatable, really. Well, maybe let's just leave it at that. I think maybe the answer is right. I'm not sure. It's unlike that other one. This other one where they wrote C instead of E. This one, I don't agree. The answer should be C for number 3. But for this one, well, I think Cholula is also correct. And then A might be wrong because A used to have all those other monkeys, but then they left because it says that what? It says that they disappeared. He said that I think he used the word vanished. They vanished. So maybe because of this, that's why A is wrong. Maybe that could be the reason. For Cholula, Cholula did not really tell us whether there are some other monkeys there before. If you look at this Cholula thing now, cocoa plants need shade to grow. So 40 years ago, the owner of Cholula farm planted figs. And then he says that word, Olas moved in. And that's all. He didn't tell us about other monkeys. So based on that, maybe that's why this Cholula is more appropriate for question number 10. Number 11, number 12. It says it's home to population of all three local monkey species. No, I don't agree with this one. Number 12 should be, number 12 is not home to all the three. Number 12 is home to just, can you see the same problem now? Number 12, number 12, B, A is La Pacifica. La Pacifica is not clear that La Pacifica is home to all the three, but it's clear from the passage that, what is it called? That's Santa, where is it? What's his name? Santa Rosa. Santa Rosa is home to all the three. Look at it. Let me show you. So I'm seeing two errors on this particular passage. Santa Rosa, look at Santa. This is Santa Rosa National Park. Okay? Now it says that what? In 1971, the government protected the area by designating it a national park. And species of indigenous trees which had been absent for decades began to invade. Capuchin were the first to begin using the reborn forest. So capuchin monkeys came in. Followed by what? Holas. Eventually, spider monkeys. Can you see? So this thing says that what? It is home to populations of all three. So this, what's it called? Santa Rosa is more appropriate for number 12 than, what's it called? La Pacifica. For La Pacifica, it says La Pacifica is a working cattle ranch, okay? And has for decades been home to a community of mantled Ola monkeys. Can you see that? Other monkeys, can you see? Other monkeys were once common. So in the past, La Pacifica was home to all of them. But it says that what? A highway was built, and then what happened? All the other two monkeys vanished. So I don't agree with this number 12. All right, I'm going to wrap it up on that note. Thank you very much. It's been a long lesson. All right, thank you very much.